how it's going. So, hello, everyone. Welcome to the trip. I got a full house here. Maybe one more coming. And before we get into that, I'm gonna go with double intro today. Mr. Tom loves the double intro. Start out with a little bit of this is DWTT coming to you, the Emirates. There we go on our way now. Say hi, Mark.
What's going on? Happy.
And down there, what do we got? On the stoop, low. Cool. Hello, we're at the Tollington. Hello. We're at the Tollington. We just saw a couple players go by. Bruce Nelson did take go. Hey, dude. Another player just went by. Crazy. Another player just went by. This is great. Hello. I said it's going to be a double intro, but before we get to the second intro, say hello to everybody. I see Big Gunner's in the house. Welcome to the show, Big Gunner. Got Tony. How are you doing?
Getting better.
There you go. And that's Tony saying he's having a good day. Lonzo, how are you doing?
Hey guys, just having Gary on your show. Good to see you too, Tony and Tom. Looking forward to talking about the win this weekend. This past Sunday is a good day. So yeah, I'm happy.
Cool. And Mr. Tom, how are you doing?
I'm waiting for that second intro.
Oh, he's waiting for the second intro. He doesn't even want to. So here we go with the second intro, and then we get the show on the road here. Here we go. This is DWTT coming to you, the Emirates. Hello. All right, everybody. Once again, welcome to the show. Yes, double intro day. Arsenal sitting 8 points clear at the top. Leeds won, so Mr. Tom's happy, and we'll say hi to the people and we'll get going. Big Gunner, once again, welcome to the show. First one in the house. McChronicle, I think I got that right. Welcome to the show. We shall get going here. So let's see. So let's go. Let's get into it. As it Arsenal, terrible. I would say not such a good Thursday leading into this weekend. Knocked out of the Europa League once again. Not looking good when we did it. But this team has shown resiliency in response to all the negative things that have happened every season. Once again, they did that again. Arsenal came out. It looked like a game that could have gone the wrong way for us, but then we finally took control of the game and kind of ran away with it. If you look at the score line, I'll take it. 8 points clear. All these other teams have to now, their margins are smaller. All we have to do is continue to just win these games. As I said, I wanted us to win the games leading up to the City match, which I think we got 4 more left or 3 more left. I forget how many we got left. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got 4 more left. If we can win those 4, I'm feeling really good about where we sit. So, Tony, talk to me. Tell me how you feeling.
Feeling good. Finally, with Trossard in there, seeing what we should see against these lower half teams. They're seeing the 4 goals, 3 goals. Still want us to get a 5 or 6 one in there, but being more clinical, going at Udil, our defense is still not as good as it was early in the season. And today, the rumor is that we're trying to ship out Holding this summer, which won't break my heart at all. But overall, I think the biggest difference in the last month is Trossard. When I rushed Jesus back at all, I don't think it's a coincidence. Trossard starts starting and we start scoring goals. More fun.
All right. Also, plus Trossard equals more wins, more goals. Like in Alonzo or Lonnie or Alonzo.
Hello.
Talk to me about the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a fun game to watch. I think that sometimes against lower tier teams, you kind of get kind of less physical. I think the game starts really slow for Arsenal, but so far it was a good start. I think that we had possession very early in the game, and we were kind of cruising the first half, which is kind of impressive given the fact that Crystal Palace always give Arsenal a hard time in the past, especially recent years. So, for us to come out the way we did was kind of good. Seeing that speed, the position game we had in our half of the pitch. I thought Holden played really well. I think that his passing was pretty cool, pretty good, pretty accurate as well. I think Ben White had a great game. I was not gonna be disappointed because Rob Hogan was on the lineup sheet. I thought that I was really encouraged by that because he hadn't played in a long time, and for him to come in, I think it was kind of a breath of fresh air, I guess, to see someone new back there. And I'm sure he got criticized before with him and Gabriel maybe last together, but it worked out to that yesterday, so it was quite good. And yeah, I mean, but yeah, it was a good win for them, and I'm very impressed by how we played.
Hey there, Alonzo. Yeah, I wasn't laughing at you. It was just as you know, we let somebody in. We let somebody in. We let Sam Greenwood is in the house. Welcome to the show. He's got comments for all of us. I guess I didn't say anything bad because he didn't mention me at all, or he doesn't care. I don't know which one it is, but yeah, Tony's happy or not happy. Macanonical, 11 cup finals. You're correct. 10 more to go. Let's do it. I'm with you on that. Let's try to win everything we got and then make it easy for ourselves. And last but not least, Sam does have a comment from Mr. Tom. Have some respect for Tom who only sees his team win 10 times a year. So with that, on that note, they've got 6, so they've got 4. If you win 4 out of the next 6, that's pretty good. See, now you only got 6, so he's actually, I think that's actually a positive sign. If he's saying you can win 4 out of the next 4 next 10,
I'd be happy if my team won 10 times this year because it's probably more than we won last year. So,
Tom, just don't get relegated. You'll be all right, man.
Don't get rid of who?
Don't get relegated.
Oh, no, he's worried about that. But Mr. Tom, did you see the Arsenal match? And we'll get into the Leeds match after that.
I did. I've seen the highlights because it wasn't televised over here. I thought it was quite boring, if I'm being honest, because it was just basically one team that's really good against a team that's not very good, and the team that is very good went in front, stayed in front, and it just played out to the end, didn't it? I mean, I'm sure for Arsenal fans it was great because it was really nervous until you went 1-0 up. And then you could hear like the relief in the crowd. It was like, oh, let's have some fun now. Like, oh yeah. And then, but ultimately, you just no. I'm just. I was just. It was like that result wouldn't have happened had Patrick Vieira still been the manager. I think you'd have let him win.
I don't think so. It could have been worse, but it kind of come out and scored 3 in the first 15 and just ran away with it. So we actually kept them in the game. So maybe not. But you don't like good football is what you're trying to say if you said it was boring, because that was some good football.
I'm used to chaotic football. Your game was very controlled and measured and it was basically a good football team doing well. I don't like
It's
that.
not
I
what
like
Tom's used
see-
to, is what he's trying to say.
I'm
Gary.
used to chaos. I'm used to madness occurring on the pitch. I'm used to what happened at Molineux on Saturday.
You're used to no defense. Is that what it is?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that is fair to say. Although we taught Ben White how to defend, so that's interesting.
But you don't have him anymore. You don't have Eddie and Katie anymore. You're welcome to buy him back. But
Tony, we won't have Karen Gibbs either, all right? So I kind of moved on past that.
he's
and you know
now
what?
some teams
Before
scoring
I forget, I was gonna say something to you, Mr. Tom. I was just gonna say, and you know what I'm gonna say. There's levels to this thing, and you're just not used to the levels, and that's why you're.
Now you just ruined Tom's day.
Oh man,
Just get an overlay that comes up on the screen. There is levels to this. Just save your voice, because you'll put nodules in your throat or something. Just type it once and slap it on the screen. Press a button so it comes up, and we all laugh at it coming up, and we know what you mean.
Man.
Save your voice.
Oh man! All right, I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it here. Here you go. I will change my comment here so that you
Why don't you just
What's the
give a scream in there?
What's the noise in The Simpsons when there's technical difficulty? Technical difficulties, please stand by.
Yeah. Mr. Tom's not used to proper football. He's used to this nonsensical football that he's been seeing for years now.
The way Tom sounded, he might have got into my stash. I better go check.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. But Tony did bring it up, and I think Tony brought up a couple. No, we brought up a couple names. So I guess we'll get into some of the players because Xhaka and Holding were brought up. I never heard of the Holding. That Holding.
Aileen.
Holding. You said
Aileen
Holding.
Rodrigo.
Who?
Did we? Oh,
what?
Sorry. I thought Tony said Firpo. Sorry.
No, he said a footballer is what he said. He said somebody who plays football in a red shirt.
Oh, sorry, I misheard that.
Yeah,
it must be my earbuds.
Yes, no, I don't think I heard Firpo anywhere near this conversation. Anyways, you talking about Holding is going to be gone?
That's
I never heard that rumor either.
Papers are saying.
Oh, the papers are saying it.
Yeah.
Oh, the papers.
They need to bring somebody in.
He's not.
It's going to be really hard to replace him.
Oh, he played good on Sunday, Tony.
You know what? Okay, so yes, he did play well.
Well enough, rather.
But will he play well for the next 10 matches? Will he play well at Anfield? Will he play well at Etihad? Will he play well at wherever Newcastle plays? Will he play well home at Chelsea?
I think so.
That's going to be that's the question.
That would be 4 no's, Gary.
That would be 4 I think so's.
Yeah, Lonzo's got it. He's got the Holding. He's got the hairy coated glasses.
Can I let you in on a secret, Gary?
What's that?
You play him.
It doesn't matter who it is. Any former or current Arsenal defender, Alonso likes them, except for Gabriel for some reason.
No, I just think that Gabriel, he's good, but he lacks focus at times.
Gabriel who?
Magalhaes.
One of the best center backs in the league. That guy.
Yep.
Yeah, he loses focus
Overrated.
So he's not one of the best center backs in the league.
I never said he was, Gary. I said he loses focus at times.
When is the last time you saw that?
Man City.
He does lose focus.
He does?
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice in the whole season? Is that what you're saying?
No. Man City. There were other occasions as well.
Twice in Man City. You mean when we like
Right.
turn the ball over multiple times and put our defense
It
under
was not,
pressure?
it was not all his fault, but I'm saying 2 of those times.
Yeah,
were
but
caused by
you're
goals.
just looking at him instead of like, what about who was it? Zinchenko who lost the ball
He did too.
and
Right.
created a counter, right? So
Yeah, Zinchenko
I-
lost
I-
the ball. Zaka screwed up. Both of them were not his
Yeah.
fault. Left him under pressure.
I think the defenders get punished sometimes when the offensive players lose the ball in really terrible situations. I mean, that's the same way that the initial thought when we lost in when we gave up that goal against Sporting. It looked like Ramsdale was out of position right off his line, when in reality, Xhaka turned the ball over in a really bad position and left his goalkeeper off his line and in trouble. And a good shot punished us.
Yeah. And another thing too, you bring up Ramsdale. He kind of showboats far too much in certain times of the game where he'll dribble the ball and makes it to where the defender can catch up to him, and he's forced to make a pass under pressure, and that kind of scares me a little bit too. In certain moments of the game.
Well, that's the case with almost all these goalkeepers now. The coaches want them to do short passes. I hate it. Just boot the ball down sometimes when you need to relieve the pressure, instead of trying to bring the ball from your goal all the way across the pitch.
Yeah, I can understand the sense of urgency not being there, and that's an issue. Looks like Sam agrees with you that he loses focus, but he's pretty good. Like, I mean, that's the same situation where we talked about Xhaka and red cards, and then people would bring out the excuse, well, Vieira always got red cards. Well, Vieira was considered one of the best players at his position at that point in time. So you kind of have to take the good with the bad. Gabriel, some would say, is in that same situation. I think he's in that same situation. He's he doesn't screw up that much that, you know what, it's punishing us, because he makes a lot of good plays for us. No?
Yeah, I think most of it, he's on Iowa back there, especially this season. Most of the time they've been going with just 2 defenders back there and everybody else attacking.
Well,
he's usually the only one left back there. Usually Saliba's too far out to the right.
Usually when Zinchenko is playing midfield.
That's his job. That's what Arteta wants.
Symbols join us. Welcome to the show.
Arteta wants.
Yeah. Sam's jealous of a lot of people.
You missed his Junior Firpo comment for Tom.
I did.
He did not.
I did. I put it out there, and I think Tom did notice it. I believe he did, and
I made a conscious decision to not rise to the bait.
You know what? This is a continuation of our weekend show. We just figured out how to just piss off Mr. Tom with all the what we're gonna do with his players.
Getting none of them. Yeah. Even if we got relegated to the 4th tier, you would not get one Leeds player. I'd personally make sure of it.
You guys are
probably
taking our money.
We don't like buying players that are getting relegated. I don't know why.
No, that is part of our plan.
Your goalkeeper was a relegated goalkeeper, so
he was relegated.
One player.
Ramsdale was a relegated goalkeeper. Oh, we don't like buying relegated players. Oh, but you'll put one between the sticks.
We'll take Tyler Adams. We'll just take him now.
You have to get up very early in the morning to outsmart Mr. Tom sometimes.
There you go. And as a
You're naming one out of the last 30 transfers.
Here. This is what I didn't like when we had Hector Bellerin, because he would do the same thing. He'd bomb up the field and leave. Was it Holding? Yeah, and leave Holding all by himself, and Holding would get punished. So
They're
I think
a
that's just
horrible
style of play.
combination.
Huh?
Before that is Colonel Mustard.
Yeah.
If people don't know who that is, that's Mustafi.
Oh man, Tony, you brought back my memories, man.
How does Sam know what time I set the alarm to?
Yeah.
Like,
Zinchenko is a very unique role. Yeah, he definitely does. He definitely
You need to
does.
check the dungeon for
Taib has
hidden
joined us.
cameras.
Welcome to the show. Sam, the something Meister. I don't know. Is that
Schoolmaster.
must be talking about Winnie the Pooh.
That's not.
Oh, and
what
then
Sam's talking
Sam
about.
goes back with a little bit of a comment here.
Winnie the Pooh.
I'm not repeating that.
I'm not
I've
repeating
said
that
worse.
either.
I've said worse. I've said worse.
You have.
on
You
this show.
have. Look, see, look at that. Sam's got you in his dreams.
Aw.
I didn't know this was that sort of show, but I'm flattered.
Right. What is it? Salma Hayek and Tyra Banks, and then it's Tom
Yeah,
on the
but-
list of
Yeah, but
dreams.
when it's Russ, it's Salem Hayek, isn't it? Salim Hayek.
Summer Hayek.
The
Samla.
thing was though, I typed Salim Hayek into Google live on the trip, the road trip, sorry, as that was happening, and an alarmingly high amount of people misspelt her name as Salim Hayek. So it wasn't just Russ.
No, he's not. He's all right. So let's get into it here. So we'll talk about the goals. Talk about the first two goals in basically in the second half of that first half. You got Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. A really nice cross from Saka, who many have been saying has been, not up to par. But he's been doing the work. I think he's being left by himself, so he's had to do a lot of extra work. But he puts that cross in there, and Martinelli, who's been revitalized, right, with the inclusion of Trossard, either sitting on the bench or actually playing with him, and takes the ball down a little bit into the box, and then crosses it past the 19-year-old goalkeeper. So yeah, the Crystal Palace was playing with a 19-year-old goalkeeper, their third goalkeeper. So I think a lot of people say, why didn't Arsenal pepper them with goals? But they scored 4. They had 5 shots on target and made 4. So I think that's pretty good. And then later on, Ben White and Saka have like a little 1-2. And Ben White gets the ball back to Saka as he comes into the box, and then he's able to get past the defender and into the goal. Very nice. Very nice. And then I think you guys are talking a lot of stuff I don't even want to. Let me see.
No. I'd just like to interject quickly with:
Yeah.
Can someone with the powers of moderator, can they silence the assembled for 14 and a half seconds, please?
Why would we do that? What is he saying? Something mean?
He's bringing up sex crimes.
He's bringing up
Sex
sex crimes. I don't. Where do I see? I don't see sex crimes. Where are the sex crimes?
Google Jimmy Savile.
You know what?
Don't
There's
Google
more.
Jimmy
You know what? How
Savile.
many times you brought up a name? Do you want me to? If I have
No.
to punish him, then I'll have to punish you. And you know how long you'll be
No,
out.
but he's being Leedsist.
Now it's about Leeds.
He's being Leedsist and bringing up sex crimes.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, 14. To be honest, he'd have been unbanned by now if we're being that technical, because 14 seconds was done about a minute ago. But
Yeah, he's the assemble's okay.
Just saying.
You've said worse, as you said before. Tony, I like
have,
your new
but-
girlfriend. Who's Tony's new girlfriend?
What's her
Is that
name,
what did I
Tony?
miss?
It's
What's her name?
Mrs. Sacco.
Where'd it go? Hold on.
Mrs.
You weren't paying attention when he kept going across the.
I saw that and I was like, but I if that's your girl, okay, I didn't know it was your girlfriend. Sorry.
I bet the name is Pepe. No,
Oh,
Pepe.
it's Popo.
It would have to be a Spanish name since it's a. I don't know why they put a
El
sombrero on a
Beppo.
slot.
El Bepe.
What is that, Tony?
El Pepe.
I
Is
don't
that-
know what
is
that
it-
is. I
is
don't
that
know.
It's a
wrong?
sloth.
Is it-
What?
Oh,
What is
It's a
that?
sloth?
I knew immediately. It was a Mexi sloth.
There's a sloth with a
All right,
sombrero. Come on.
see now you should get 14 minutes timed out for that comment.
I didn't say minutes. I said seconds.
Okay, you should
Well,
be
Gary upped it.
canceled for 14 seconds. All right. So let's talk about the
Right.
goals, Tony. First 2 goals, anyways. Let's move on. Let's try to move into this football thing.
Gary's getting pissed off.
Yeah, no, Tony, talk to me about the goals. First 2
Well-
goals, anyway. Martinelli, and then Saka.
Yeah, it's nice seeing Saka getting more into it. Earlier in the season, it's pretty much assist. Everybody was asking where the goals are. And now we bring in Trossard, and the goals are kicking off.
All right, just talk about the goals. You've been talking about Trossard already. Yeah, have nothing to do with those goals.
He didn't. It's funny.
Well, I missed my first 45 minutes of the game,
Oh.
Gary.
Okay. No wonder you didn't know. Like I said, it was a really nice cross from Saka. It crosses through the box. It gets to Martinelli, who is able to get closer into the box and cross it. And then the next one is, like I said, a 1-2 with Ben White. So Alonso talked to me about the 2 goals, which Tony didn't see.
Right. I thought that the first goal was pretty compact. We had possession throughout the first half, and the first goal was kind of a team goal if you think about it. I think it started from Rob Holding playing out from the back, and went from the left side, then it went from the right side, and I think that's how I got that pass to Martinelli, and Martinelli just brought it home. On the first goal, it was very well done. He took it on his right foot, I believe, right? Or was it left foot? Left foot, right?
I think he kicked it with his right foot because he's left-footed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kicked it with his right foot.
So yeah, it was a brilliant.
Yeah, I think it was a right-footed pass. They used both their offhand. They used their weak foots to score.
Right. So Martinelli did a very good job by taking that strike, and I think when you have everyone, at least almost everyone touching the ball, that means it's most likely going to be a good goal, a good team goal rather. And the second goal, Ben White, it was 1-2 off of Ben White from Saka, and I remember I think it was you, Tony, that said that because Saka's goal weren't coming from Tomiyasu, it wasn't coming from Ben White playing more offensively. And now you're seeing that Ben White's being more attacking because Saka.
He's been more attacking.
Yeah, so you're seeing more assists, or at least more balls through to because Saka from the right side, which was our weakness in the beginning of the season. So yeah, I mean, it was a great pass from Ben White and a great goal from Bukayo Saka. And it all comes together when you have a possession and you have good instincts and you play together for this long. And it's what happens whenever you don't have. Was it 2 years ago that Arteta didn't know his starting lineup? He didn't have a current lineup from the starting part of the season and into the end of the season. You didn't know which lineup was going to happen. Starting 11, just like this year with injuries to Saliba, you know your team. You now know who your team's going to be, and they play well. They play well with each other, and you're seeing that now with the goals in the first half. Everybody's playing well without the ball as well. So, yeah, both, in my opinion, 2 good team goals.
Yes, very nice. And as you said, yeah, we know who our starting 11 is, and we kind of almost know who our first or second players off the bench are now. So it's looking really good. And let's see, Chris Nix has joined us. Cheddars to his friends who know him. He's joined the show. Sam's gonna play with Chris's head. Oof, Chris, I don't know if you know what that means, but I'm just gonna remove this other one
Look, we got Cello Jack.
Okay, I don't know why you're bringing it up now, Tony.
Because Cello's is here. Cheddar.
Oh, there you go. Good one. Good one.
Gary's half asleep today.
Yeah, I guess I'm a little bit behind. Oh my gosh, I don't know.
Sorry, Gary. Just froze a little bit, but
Yeah, all right. I'll see you in a little bit. Yeah.
no, I'm back.
Oh, you're back now. Okay, I thought you
Yeah.
said you're going to be back in a little bit. Yep. So, Mr. Tom, you said you saw the goals. You saw at least the replays, yeah?
I did.
What do you think of those
You know
first two
what?
goals, Arsenal?
Well, I thought you'd be happy with them, so I was like, Gary, I like that one. And then I saw the second one. I was like, Tony, I like that one. I saw the third one. I was like, Alonso, I like that one. And I saw the fourth goal, and I was like, Gary, Alonso, and Tony are really going to like this one.
Well, that's about right, Tom.
I do want second to shoot, and he did. Martinelli's been scoring of late. I think he's got 5 goals in the last 6 or something like that. He's been scoring consistently now.
And that kind of brings you back to when we first started doing the watch alongs with Ryan. You're like, just shoot. Both of us were. Now we're finally doing it.
No, yeah, now when but I mean, I think they're always looking for the perfect situation sometimes, when in reality they just need if they're open and they're in the box, they need to take the shot, because they are pretty good when they shoot. We've seen them take shots with lots of people around them, and it's meant, they're pretty clinical when they do shoot.
And you got 7 players up there usually, because that's the difference. He's got all the midfield defenders, everybody driving forward. So just shoot it, see what happens, see if you get a rebound.
Yeah.
Go on.
No, I just saw the goal from Saka just happened, and I wanted to see where this Ben Holding came into play here, because I didn't realize Ben Holding had anything to do with that one. But
Ben Holding?
You said Holding was part of the build-up into that goal.
Maybe it was someone else.
Yeah, it might be. I just didn't realize it started from way back there.
I don't know who Ben Holding is.
Yeah, you said Ben Holding.
Did I say Ben Holding?
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Oh, I get them all. I get them all mixed up. Let's see. I'm checking it out now. Still nothing yet.
I've got a question for later.
Just later.
Where's Gabriel?
It's especially filthy.
Uh-oh.
It's especially filthy. I don't know. Does that mean good or does that mean dirty?
With Tom, it's probably a little bit of both.
Or cheeky.
Well, because you were all upset with last week's question, so you're going to be catathonically furious.
Yeah.
This week's question.
That goal had nothing to do with Ben Holding. I don't think he even touched it.
Okay.
We had him trapped in there.
Ben Holding.
Ben Holding was really good though. No, but you know what? One thing I'll say is I didn't notice Holding's play. I wasn't really looking for it, but I know a lot of people have said that he had really good stats. So basically, he was definitely making sure that nothing got by him. A lot of duels he was winning. I guess he won every duel he was part of. Ariel's clearing, so he did really well. My thing has always been that a lot of times we put, like, for example, Xhaka, I think looks good because everybody around him is good.
Mm-hmm.
Where if he's like one of multiple players that needs to overachieve, it's going to be difficult. Holding has got a lot of good people around him, and I think basically all he has to do is just not screw up. not make silly mistakes like he's done in the past, not try and do too much. And he's not doing that now. He's just staying within himself. So I think that's been pretty good. Was this Tom sounding like a City fan? And Tom does like Manchester, so that's probably true.
It's not true. It's not true. Not true. I I can't believe you said that as a joke.
Yeah, and as Sam says here, you need
A lot of Toms here.
you need to show some enthusiasm about the goals.
I can show you enthusiasm about goals when we start talking about Molyneux.
We'll get
Yeah.
into that. We'll get into
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first two goals
Yeah.
there, because I think we were watching. I was watching a game with you, right? Or I was watching a game, telling you what was going on. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. I love Rafina's got an excellent shot, hasn't he, Miss Tom? Yeah, I know. I've watched him play. Yeah, I know. I mean, I know he's trolling me, but it's a statement that's true. And we got a lot on profit on him. So yeah, I'm glad he has. And I'm glad he displayed that excellent shooting talent at Leeds, because when we got triple our money for him, which we then probably went out and wasted on other players, but that's football.
I was just gonna ask you, did all the goals that left, did you get any of them back?
Of course not. Oh no, to be fair, we have quite a good goal scoring count considering where we are in the table. It's the goal conceded that is why we are where we are. Just saying. But I love this on the side there. Like if anyone's used StreamYard, they know what I'm talking about. It's just a wall of Tom. It's like you've made it when you've got a whole row of people just cussing you out.
Is that what it is? You've made it? Looks like you made it. Is that it? It looks like you made it, Tom?
Oh, stardom, man. Stardom.
They hate you. You've made it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't made it unless they hate it.
The what?
You ain't made it unless they hate it.
There you go. So let's go. We talk about those first two goals in the Arsenal match. So the first two goals in the Leeds match, and I just recall basically, was I saying Harrison or Ayling? Was it Ayling pretty much for the first 20 minutes? Basically, they were attacking that side and having a lot of joy. A lot of joy. Him. Had a lot of joy in that left-hand side there. But Harrison was able to get a goal in. Nanto with a Nanto. I forget how you say his name, but he puts a cross. He's able to get the assist there, and later on you've got Ayling scoring in the early part of the second half to put Leeds up 2-0. So, Mr. Tom, talk about the goals.
With his free Ayling on the corner. Which one do you want me to talk about? The first, second, third, or fourth? Which one? Pick one.
Just talk about your best one, so we can move on.
Best one. Right. Well, I did personally enjoy the one where we went in front. No, my personal favourite was actually the fourth one. It wasn't the best one, but it's my personal favourite because Adama Traore got a little tug on his shirt, right? And everyone's like, it's definitely a foul. I mean, yeah, it is. But that doesn't excuse why a player half the size of him from 5 yards away was then able to nip in and dispossess him because he was complaining to the ref. If he'd have played to the whistle, they wouldn't have conceded a fourth goal. So fuck him and his baby oil.
All right, you heard it here.
I'm right.
There you go. TJ Warren, welcome to the show. Saying hi to everybody. Yes, we got some good people in here chatting it up. Bamford needs to say any more, Mr. Tom? Yeah.
Let me tell you about Patrick Bamford. Bamford did an important role in that game because we needed someone to come off for Rodrigo to come on.
Why don't you just play Rodrigo?
He was injured for 2 months, so he's players. Why don't you start Jesus? Why didn't you start?
Because we're getting goals. We're getting goals without him. You don't have anybody who's going to get your goals.
Were you though? I believe weren't there tears over his previous replacement?
His previous replacement, but we don't have to worry about him anymore, do we?
Well, I still think
I can't even believe you brought him up. I thought you loved the guy.
I do. I'm just acknowledging what you all think of him.
But he wasn't doing the job for us.
I'm acknowledging it.
I never tried. I never said I didn't like Eddie Nketiah. He just doesn't do it for us anymore.
he doesn't give him that feeling.
Sorry, Tom. I just had to say it, man.
Even Lonzo's turning on Nketiah. So he just
I-
doesn't do
I-
it for me.
He's a good guy,
Oh, no.
right? But as a player for Arsenal, he just didn't go his moment, man. Sorry,
Dark
Tom.
day. It's a dark day. No, I'm sorry, Alonso. We were
But
close
they're right.
personal friends. Emphasis on were, all right? Because we're done. Kaput. We're no longer. No,
Yeah,
mate,
let's move on. Let's move on from.
Let
let's
me
get
tell
into
you. Let me tell you. No, let me
Yes.
tell you. Right.
Yeah.
You said one goal, but just quickly on Luke Ayling, who got bullied in that first half.
Yep.
Got bullied down that pitch, as repeatedly told to me by Gary, and he weren't wrong to do so. It was what was happening. But then Wolves decided to switch off on the corner, and for some reason, Ayling thought, "Why don't I just walk around him and just nestle myself at the back post?" And Wolves were like, "Go on, Luke, go to the back post. You're all right, mate. We can overturn this 2-0 deficit." But you didn't.
Very nice.
All I will say is, I thought it was a routine win, and I wasn't very stressed about it at all. I was just like, "Yep, that's 3-0.
That is definitely not true, people. There's no way Mr. Tom thought they were going into this game and handling things. Not at all. Not at all. I believe. I don't know if he's. Yeah. He was.
Nah,
He was.
3-0. 3-0. I made a call. Make it interesting, lads. And we did.
Yeah. Well, let's get into at least Arsenal. Arsenal does finally gives up a goal. The same way they've been giving up goals pretty much this last couple of months on a set piece. For some reason, I don't know about you guys, but I still think that's a problem. Consistently, we're giving up goals. I know we've been good at it, but lately, not so much. I mean, how many goals have we given up on a set piece? I mean, it seems like only one of the last 5 or 6 goals we've given up have been on set pieces. I mean, we're just not clinical in our defending when it comes to set pieces, and we kind of always seem to give up an easy opportunity. And we weren't able to clear the ball, and it falls to Schlupp, whatever his name is, and he's able to put it away pretty easily.
Oh,
I don't know what you
Jeff.
think. Huh?
Jeff.
Let's call him Jeff.
His name's Jeff. His name's
Yeah, his
Jeffrey
name is
Schlupp,
Jeff.
isn't
Is
it?
his name Jeff? Is it Jeff
Yeah.
like Men in Black Jeff?
No, I think it's Jeffrey, but
Yeah, he was just sitting there. Mr. Alonso, what do you think about that goal we gave up?
Yeah, I think Arsenal have a problem with man marking. Obviously, I think the issue is that Odegaard doesn't. This maybe just me, but I noticed that all the set pieces have come from him not defending, and he kind of I know it's a team effort, right? Set pieces, but somehow there's a player that always tends to lose their man, and they've also not known how to clear the ball out, I guess. And there are situations where after the free kick's been taken or the corner kick's been taken, it doesn't really end up as they clear it out. They just play around with it, or they don't know how to just get it out. Simple football, right? And I think Odegaard gets kind of stuck out there because he doesn't know how to quite defend. So it makes it worse for other players who try to mark his man also. I don't know how you guys feel about it.
Yeah, no, I think there's Erdegaard gave up a goal earlier, similar thing.
Yeah.
I think Partey got picked off on one. I mean, some people will say it's because of the zonal marking, but if we supposedly have a really good set piece coach and we're not doing so well with it, so I'm not sure. Mr. Tony, what do you think about the set piece that we gave up once again?
I don't know what the hell the difference is from this year and last year. Last year, we were the least of the league on allowing set piece goals. We only allowed the one corner, which was Newcastle, which was like the third to last game. I don't know what's changed. That changed tactics. I'm not sure, but I know we need to fix it.
I can answer this.
Oh, so Mr. Tom has an
I
answer.
can answer. No, genuine, serious. I can tell you why you're conceding more from set pieces. It's because you're conceding less from open play than you were last season. So teams weren't having to get set pieces in the first place because they were just scoring. If that makes sense.
So you think they're going to score no matter what?
No. What I'm saying is you were in open play now, but you're forcing corners instead of just conceding goals. But then you're conceding from the corners, not as many. But my point is because you're shutting the ball out, it then comes back. Do you get what? Does that make sense?
Yep. Well, their best opportunities are going to be on set pieces now, and they are doing a good job of it. But I mean, I hear you, but I don't know. I just feel like our sense of urgency on the set pieces is just like we're not alert on it. Just clear the damn ball out of there, get out of the box, and we seem to dilly and dally, and it never happens. Ray's joined us. Ray, welcome to the show. And he had his comment for Leeds there. But yeah, that was that goal we gave up. I guess I did skip over Grant Xhaka's goal, which I think I think we all liked it.
No,
Trossard,
you should.
Right place, right time.
Yeah, Trossard puts a cross in, right?
Yep.
And a really nice shot from Xhaka. I think that wasn't a one that had interference. No, it was later on. But Xhaka's goal, really nice. He's good for that. But consistently, he's not good for a goal. But he was good for that, and we'll take it. So, Lonnie, tell me.
Yeah, I mean, like Tony said, his somehow Charizard had a lot of goal involvement this game, but he actually did something today. I'd actually rather than pass the ball to Granit Xhaka. It's funny because when we got Charizard, there was an argument on why we didn't get Modric. Instead, Chelsea got him. And look what Chelsea doing. Look what he's doing with Chelsea. He has like 1 assist. And with Charizard, you're seeing like the full package, it seems like. And, you're seeing, I think that, it'd be hard for Jesus to even get on the starting level now because why would you want to ruin a good thing with Charizard playing as a lone striker? So he brings all kind of elements to the game, which is kind of cool. He does, I think, similar to what Jesus does as far as passing and scoring the ball. And I think, our wingers, Saka and Martinelli, have gotten a lot better with those kind of strikers and on the team. And even Odegaard, I think you're seeing more felicity throughout those 5 players, or 4 players, sorry. And you're even now seeing, Xhaka and Partey getting involved with playing, I guess, up front, right? And so you're seeing Trossard bring the whole package, and he's letting Saka and Martinelli play their games, the style of game they play. So yeah, I'm so glad he's on Arsenal, and there's a great buy too.
Yeah, I had to watch the replay again because I forgot how he scored. My memory's not so good. But yeah, really nice. It wasn't even a cross from Trossard. It was just a really nice. He just led him into the goal. And he was able to chip it past the goalkeeper on the left-hand side there. Really nice.
Can I just ask Tony a question? It's not like to trip him up or anything. Genuinely wondered, do you know how many goals you had conceded after 28 games last season? I asked that. I don't know the answer. I just wondered if you knew / could find out.
I can tell you in a second here. I can tell you in a second here. So let's see here.
20s.
It'd
Low
be
20s.
interested to know because you've conceded 26 this season, but
All right,
I'd be interested
so
to know how many
last
you conceded
season-
at the same point last season.
Yeah, last season we had conceded 29.
Right, so 3 more.
But you know what?
But
It's 29 after 25 games because that's by the 28th week we were still 3 games in hand because of all the because we kept missing games, COVID and all of that, I believe. So let's see if we go up a couple of games and see what we were after 28 games. So it's probably going to be a little bit more. So let's see, Arsenal 34. After 29 games, 34. I went too far here. So after 30 games, where are we?
the
So
point is,
31.
you're conceding
So-
less goals.
So we scored 31
Even
after
with
28.
your corners. Yeah. My point being, with all your corner deficiencies, and you're not wrong to notice them, but my
Yep.
point is you are noticing them because you're actually still conceding less.
Yep.
Therefore, I've probably not explained it well, but I just feel that you're conceding more from corners because you're not conceding in open play nearly as much as you was last year. Because I bet you didn't concede as many corners last year from as many, or not to the point where you were noticing it. Like, because you are all noticing it now. Like, why every week are we conceding from corners when we do concede?
Yeah, but you know what? But
It's
for
your
me, that's
weakness.
all. But that's all. But the reason why yes, I get what you're saying. But the one thing that you have on a corner is the time to prepare and set up for it, whereas you don't when it's an open play, right? They can just catch you out and boom, you actually have whatever time it takes for them to get set to prepare your defense to do better, right? Especially on a corner. So for me, you've got enough time to prep your defense, but then it always seems like we make a mistake here and there every time. It seems.
Yeah, no,
Once
I
again,
get what you're saying.
And-
It's just,
and-
it's just my thought of why.
Yeah, I don't know. If that's going to be our biggest problem defensively, based on where we are, as you said, we'll take that. We just don't give up any corners, and then we'll be all right. All right. All right. So yeah. So that was
What's the
that
symbol
goal.
thanking me for? I'm suspicious.
Who's what?
A symbol's thanking me for something. I'm a suspicious person.
At least,
Maybe he liked
at
what
least
you had
the
to
symbol
say.
doesn't redact all his comments anymore. They stay up there, so we can.
Yeah. So we'll get into the last goal there for Bukayo Saka. Really nice. So we bring our subs in. First, Zinchenko comes out for Tierney. I think everybody was happy to see Tierney come in. Trossard comes out for Jesus. We're happy to see that as well. He got what? That's 25 minutes. I mean, I don't think we don't need him yet. Right. I don't know what you guys think about Jesus, but we might need him when we go to Anfield, but definitely if he's ready to go and give us a half, he'll come off the bench. Tierney puts in a very nice backwards, I guess a backwards cross, I guess you call it. I don't know what you call it, but Saka is there, takes a shot, and I think there was at one point there was a VAR check to see if there was interference, but I think the goalkeeper could see the shot and
it was Taka taking the view away from the player. It was the check.
Yeah. But I think they claimed that the goalkeeper saw the shot and it just couldn't get there. That was kind of the issue there. I don't know what you guys thought about that one. Is that all you got on it, Tony?
Yeah, I don't have much on it, but to me that's a stupid penalty. I mean, you should know. You see where the ball's going. You see who has it. If it's blocked, I don't give a hell. That's a foul in soccer. Just one of the weird ones for me.
You mean the interference? Is that what you mean?
Well, it's not really interference. You're just.
Well, they're saying it's interference if you stood in front of the goalkeeper and we're doing this, right? That would be interference.
How wide's of a box?
I don't know. Lonzo, Saka's goal.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tierney hasn't seen that much playing time, especially in the Premier League. So when he does come on for Zinchenko, it's pretty effective substitution, in my opinion. He's basically there to close out games or give Zinchenko a rest. I remember coming into the season, that there was both injury concerns for both players, and I love Tierney. I think he's a class guy. I think he's a very humble individual. I think he talked about that during the All for Nothing documentary, how he had his mental health because he was afraid, or he had a hard time adapting to London. So, I love the guy. I think Tierney still has a place on the team. And I still I don't know. I still favor him over Zinchenko. Anyway, but when he does come on, he still does a good job. And that pass to Saka was one of the reasons why we should keep him, because he's always effective. He doesn't make many mistakes. He's a quiet player, and we're lucky we have him. But he wants to play, obviously, like everyone else. So, I think it was a great pass. I think he does a very good job of playing offensively, or going up to make a play, attacking, and it shows his quality during that sequence. So, it was good for Tierney and his confidence. He plays hard every time he comes on the pitch. And Saka just bended it, and it was a very nice goal, very nice taking goal.
Yep, he's showing us all of the tools in his tool belt. Really nice, very nice, Mr. Tom. I don't know if you saw Saka's goal, and you can talk to us about. I think it was Rodrigo's goal to close out the Leeds, if you want as well.
Apologies, I was too busy imagining on the 8th of January 2023 when Leeds were 2-1 down to Cardiff in injury time, and Junior Firpo backheeled a ball in the 6-yard box into the path of Sonny Perkins to equalise and to send the Leeds fans and Mr. Tom into raptures. The sheer bravery and audacity of Junior Firpo as a left back to backheel across.
So once again, you're talking about the top skills of your left back have to do with him scoring, not defending like he's supposed to on a regular basis, but because he can score goals.
Tom hasn't figured out that yet.
Listen. Junior Firpo, he nearly gave away a penalty on Saturday, and the truth is, right, as much as everyone can sit and go, is it a penalty, is it not a penalty? The truth is, VAR took one look, saw it was Junior Firpo, and were plain and simply intimidated into giving a decision against the son of Senior Firpo. Okay?
Okay. I hear you.
Rodrigo's goal was a thing of beauty as well.
Yeah.
The way we play to the whistle, that's real football, all right? None of this, ref, give us a decision. It was like, nah, he hasn't said it's a foul. The ball's still in play. Bosh, goal.
There you go. Bosh, goal. And we'll welcome Ryan to the show, and then we'll talk about when Mr. Tom and Firpo will be crying on April Fool's Day.
Does Ryan ever sleep anymore?
I don't cry over football. I just stay silent for a week.
You're going to be silent for a month then, because we're going to punish you that badly. That's what's going to happen.
Well, I'll usually pay for that, so I'll appreciate it if it's free.
So, welcome to the show, Ryan. Tom recounting Leeds' past victories reminds me of the narrator of the movie 300. Yeah.
I like to tell stories.
Yeah. So Arsenal gets the win. They go up 8 goals, 8 points on City, and I think we even reduced the goal difference a bit, right? I think we're only 2 goals The goal difference is 2. Yep, 2.
Yep.
We've got
We
one
got-
less goal scored and one more goal against. So 2 goals. So and only 1 game. So depending on what they do against when they come back, they play Liverpool, right? No, forgot who they play when they come back. But they play Leeds. No. Who does I was looking at who does City play.
West Ham. Man City
play
were
West
meant
Ham.
to play West Ham.
Okay, all right. So we play Leeds. They play City. Sorry,
They
we
play,
play Leeds. They play West Ham.
they play Liverpool.
No.
Yeah,
They
Liverpool,
were meant to.
Southampton,
Yeah,
Munich.
no, I'm saying they
Leicester,
were meant to play
Munich.
Man City at West Ham at the weekend. So that's
Oh,
got to be
okay,
rearranged.
okay.
For now.
All right,
It's
sorry. So they
Liverpool.
play. So they play
Sorry,
Liverpool when they come back.
misheard.
All right, so they play Liverpool when they
my
come back.
mistake.
So
I
if
misheard
Liverpool
what you
is,
said.
if Liverpool, which Liverpool are we gonna get? It's like a roller coaster, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Manchester plays Liverpool. So yeah, that should be it. And I think they play them early, if I recall. So we'll know going into our game where we stand. So that might be really nice for us to get some good news and even go 11 points ahead. That'd be really good. But yeah, Leeds, I don't know we're playing at home, right? It's a home game for us.
Yeah.
So, and we don't play that bad at home. So, Mr.
You
Tom,
don't play that bad on.
huh?
Well, we are due, yeah.
You
We
are
are
due
due a
what?
win against you.
You do
We're due a
a
win
you do a
against your
punishing.
team.
You do
No,
like
no.
Arsenal hasn't scored 6 goals this season, so you're right. You're
No,
due like
no,
giving up 6
no.
goals.
I'm getting tired of this same. I'm tired of playing the same record where Leeds dominate Arsenal for the significant portion of a game, and then we get fucking nothing from it. All right, I'm sick of it. All right, gonna beat you this time.
Well,
Got to beat
invest
you
in
this time.
defending, Tom.
Oh, well, your friend has just joined us. Colonel Ward is in the house. Yeah, I have a happy Leeds fan on, but he won't be so happy in 2 weeks. I think the show in 2 weeks. He'd probably be quiet again. He's probably just going to eat
It's gonna be
crisps.
box office.
It's going to be box office.
It's gonna be box office, bro.
Yeah, see, Liverpool gets the early
so
game.
Our first year back when we had 28 shots on goal on you, when the Pepe game where we
Did you win
basically
that
mauled
one?
you off
Did
the
you win that
park.
one?
No, there's 0-0, unfortunately. We hit the bar 4 times, if I remember rightly.
Oh, you like hitting bars.
You went to the bar? Is that what
So, is there any other games you played really well in?
The one in the FA Cup against you as well in 2020. Arteta's first cup game where where you could visibly see him screaming on the touchline, because he had clearly said beforehand that he knew what Bielsa was going to send us out to do, and then user went out as if like, oh, who the fuck are this lot? They're in the Championship, and then by the time we'd hit the bar twice in the first half, and that he's like, I told you they were going to outrun you, you cunts, and then it changed at half time.
So you won that one?
I'm just saying, we're due.
Did you win that one?
Just saying, we're due.
Did you win that one?
No, we lost that. No, we lost that one. That's my point. This is the point that I'm bringing up. We're due.
This is the
wondered how
point
you-
I'm trying to make. They play good for part of the game, then they fuck it up. That's what.
Oh, Reese Nelson goal?
No, not part of the game. Most of the game, and then yeah, Reece Nelson scored in the second half, and fucking, and we won't talk about 2011, all right? Because
Henry.
Hey, Thunder Road has joined us. Welcome. Is Tyler Adams going to be healthy enough to just decide to not even play anymore and just come over to the Arsenal side?
I believe he's taking the international break to get ready. That was what we missed. To be fair, we significantly missed Tyler Adams on Saturday because our midfield was significantly weakened without basically the animal that he brings to the middle of the park.
Yeah, so
it was very much attack and defence with Wolves.
Does he bring a Komodo dragon into the midfield?
You know what? He might have brought a dragon into the midfield. possible. That's the sort of club have become. They set the bar to what you have to beat to stay up. I see. That's really clever. That. Yeah. That's not on par with the sort of things you've been saying for the. What would we say is the 7 months that I've known you. Yeah. That's like it's like a Hallmark card. It's like a Hallmark card where they make the same joke about 8 different sentences, but they change one word, and it's like, oh, it's a new card.
But this is the one you want everybody to talk about, right?
No, listen, we've not beat you since 2003.
No. This is your favorite player. Let's get into it. Tell me.
Not my favourite. It was brilliant. It was a really bad goal. Like, if goals were actually so bad, they should actually be taken away. That's what should have happened. Like, should actually knock it off his record. Like, I don't know how many goals he actually scored in total, but knock one off it, because fuck it.
That's your favorite player, I know, in red.
Tom's so busy with all these times that Leeds almost beat Arsenal that he's forgot it's well into chip time now. Where's for Chris, Tom?
Let me tell you, 2003, May 2003 was a glorious day.
There we go.
It was a glorious day. It was a Sunday afternoon, live on Sky Sports on 2003. And I know it was live on Sky Sports, A, because I watched it, and B, because it's one of the games that Sky Sports always show on their like football channel, where it's like, oh, they show a classic game. It's like, yeah, Leeds, the last time Leeds beat Arsenal. Yeah, it's classic. I mean, it was good, obviously, for me. I mean, I wouldn't advise you to watch it because it'd probably upset you, but yeah, because you got to imagine that when Viduka turns Ashley Cole inside out like a pretzel, and then just bends the ball straight into the top corner, with the grace and precision of Torville and Dean in the.
I can't hear him anymore. What happened? Can
I don't even know what he's talking about now.
I don't know. I can't hear him. Mr. Tom, say something. Nope, can't hear him. Nope, can't hear him.
Then he goes.
You know, he's talking again. Yeah, we missed everything you said.
Yeah, check your.
What happened?
I
was doing Alex Ferguson going, yeah, come on, Leeds.
Oh, jeez. All right. So that's how the international break is. We talked about coming back from international break, and teams we're going away, and we hopefully
you've got 2 weeks of this.
2 weeks of what?
The game ain't for another 13 days.
So you're going to be talking a lot of noise, a lot of nonsense?
Well, we're probably going to lose anyway, so why not just make it a bit fun and rile you all up a bit?
You're not riling us up.
And you do get riled up. Don't act like you don't. Like you say one bad thing about Arsenal, Semble's like, oh my God, your team are going down, though.
Yeah.
I'm just ready to see
wakes
Chris.
Up in the morning. He wakes up in the morning, goes, oh, Leeds are shit.
All right, yeah. Tony wants to talk about some stuff. So let's do it.
What did your local crisp emporium have for you, Tom?
My local crisp emporium had onion lays.
What?
Onion lays.
Onion lays. Okay.
Onion.
I expect these to taste good.
I bet you they taste like Funyuns. They look like the Funyun ones they came up with.
We'll find out in a sec.
Tom's probably never ate Funyuns. He likes the smell.
It's like cheese and onion, but with none of the cheese.
Like cheese and onions without the cheese. Okay.
Wow.
That's why it's the onion.
Actually, it just tastes like cheese and onion.
So they just repackaged it and put
it's a repackaged crisp.
We can't sell the cheese and onion chips. So guess what? We'll just sell onion chips, but we won't change the flavor. He must be liking them because he's eating them really.
He's packing them in his mouth very quickly.
So, any score here?
Yep. I'm going to give it 96 furpos out of 106 furpos.
That sounds like crap, doesn't it, Tony? Lonzo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like a whole lot of no defense.
That's racist.
Cool.
Look, you made
All right.
Gary happy, Tom.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. Do you have a question for us before we get out of here? I think you said you had you know what? There was a question in here. So before we get to your question.
Oh.
I just saw, there was a question. Let's see. Oh, this was the assembled. You had a question for later. What could we improve from that display? Ooh, well, you know what? As Tony would say, we only got, 13, 14 shots in that game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've typically be getting in the 20s.
Yeah, it's 13 and 9 on targets.
So this says, wait a second. This says 15 and 5 on target. So, I mean, I guess there's more goals than us, right? We only scored 4 goals, and maybe we get a clean sheet and we get 5 or 6 nil. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5-6 nil in the next home match. Mr. Tom, sound about right?
Jokes on you. Nah, jokes on you. I've still got chicken wings.
Tom comes with he comes with
I'm gonna go with 9-0 because Tom likes the sound of 9, so 9-0.
9-0. That would be nice to get really close.
When a team scores 8 goals in a Premier League game involving Arsenal, isn't it usually the opposition?
I don't know what you're talking about. Does anybody know what he's talking about?
It's that team I don't like, but don't they usually get 8 against you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like you're talking big scores or big defeats. I mean, we've never conceded 8 in a Premier League game. We conceded a lot of goals, but never 8.
How long have you been in the Premier League? Just wondering.
Was that back when you're in the championship?
How many times have you been in the Premier League? Like,
5 minutes.
make it sound like you've been in there for
5 minutes, maybe. We was in it for 12 years of it. Like, don't act like we've never been in it.
I didn't say that. I just said, it's been a while. Yeah, a little break. Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about anyways. I don't think anybody on this show understands what you're talking about. 8 goals. But maybe we'll see 8 goals next week.
I think you've just repressed the trauma. I think you repressed the trauma. It's like
nobody knows what you're talking. Nobody knows what you're talking about.
I remember watching it at work. It was shocking.
Nobody knows what you're talking about. Yeah.
Come on, Tom.
All right. So I think that was the only question I had that I saved up. So, Mr. Tom, you have a question for us before we get out of here?
Yeah, he said it's even shittier than last week's.
Right. There are 2 players, 2 people. They've played against each other. They played on the same team as each other. One managed the other one. And then one and the other, both of them, then ended up managing against each other in the Premier League. Who are they? They played against each other as players. One, they played with each other as players. One managed the other. Then they were both managing against each other in a match in the Premier League. Who are they?
Wow, good question. Hope everybody got that. 2 players played against each other, played with each other. Sorry, that didn't even sound right, did it? They played on the same team. They played against each other in the Premier League. and then one of them coached the
not-
other, and then they both coached against
Yeah.
managed against each other.
Yes, yeah. So I had to try and be careful with the wording of it. It's not Pep and Jose because Jose wasn't a player. If he was, it was a very low level. He actually got into
Colonel
football.
Ward,
as,
Colonel Ward, you're
Bobby
actually wrong on
Robson's
this one.
interpreter.
You're wrong on this one. He's got. Here we go. I don't know about.
Nope.
No, I don't know about that one. I think they. Yeah, I don't think either one of them. Did either one of them coach? I don't think they coached each other, did they?
Tom, is this
It's
current?
possible. It's possible that Vieira coached Lampard at New York City.
Yeah, but
But
not
they
in.
would have never.
Okay.
Is this
They never
currently?
played on the same team as each other.
Is this currently?
No. It's not anyone current.
Was it Mancini one of them?
No, very close though.
Mm. Anybody? Any takers?
Do the coaches currently coach, Tom, in the league or no?
One currently coaches. One I don't know what he's doing, if I'm being honest. But obviously the one that I know that is definitely coaching is not in the they're not in the Premier League, but they did coach against each other in a Premier League match.
Ooh. Nobody. That's a good question. Really good question. I'm gonna give it 15 seconds, and then we'll see. Let's see. One of them is let's see, Colonel Ward's. Is it?
The answer is okay. The answer is Carlo Ancelotti and Gianfranco Zola. Okay. How I got to this was they both played against each other when Ancelotti played for AC Milan and Zola played for Napoli between 1989 and 1992. Ancelotti's last game for the Italian national team was Zola's first game for the Italian national team. When Ancelotti managed Reggiana in 1995, Zola played for Parma. Ancelotti joined Parma as their manager in 1996, where Zola stayed for 3 months until he was signed by Chelsea. Where basically Ancelotti then ended up as Chelsea manager in 2010 against West Ham United, managed by Gianfranco Zola. I bid you good night.
Wow. You got a Thunder Road saying that's a good one. Good one. Does the dog like it?
Oh, he's trying to tell me.
What's she saying?
He said it was better than last week's.
No, that was a good one. That's a good one. I mean, I would have never come up with any of those names because for some reason I thought everything was Premier League. So
I was hoping for that too.
No, he did that last week for Dirty Bastard.
Well, no, I thought he said I thought they played. I thought he said they played
never
in the
said
Premier
that.
League.
He said
He
play
should have.
together.
To be
He
fair,
said-
Zola did play in the Premier League. But
No, I thought they
did
both
make it
played.
clear-
That's why I was
Yeah, no. They did manage in the Premier League. But yeah.
wow.
They're basically of ages where obviously when one was retiring, one was really young, but they still overlap. It was a bit like David Moyes played in a team with David Beckham.
Yeah, they like the question. They like the question. Pretty good. Really
Gullit
good.
and Vialli could be right. I'm actually not sure, but that's just the one that I knew about. But
Okay.
that could be right. I don't know. The only
All
reason
right.
I know Vieira and Lampard probably isn't is because I think they both played for Man City at different times.
All right, so we're gonna get out of here. It's We'll see how long these outros take. But Alonzo,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to coming back from the break of beating Leeds United. And yeah, I mean, I'm getting kind of anxious on how well Arsenal can finish out the season. I know it's 10 games, but like I think someone said it's like 10 cup finals, so we gotta play it as such. And looking forward to it.
Cool. Mr. Tom, do you want me to skip? I'll come back to you. I'll let you come. I'll let you, Tony. Say bye to the people.
Fuck. I asked Tom how he's feel going into WrestleMania after Arsenal beat him 8-0.
Not going to dignify that with a response. However, what I will say, yeah, what I will say is I'd like to thank everyone that has given us their time and has made the conscious decision to contribute, even when most of it is trying to troll me or trying to get a rise out of me. Congratulations, you work 57% of the time.
I thought it was your job, Tom.
It's good fun, and there can be more than one troll. Now, thank you for your support. I hope everyone is safe and in good health this week. And I'd like to, again, on behalf of Gary, thank you all for giving the time to the show. If you haven't slapped a like on the show, then you probably should. And you should also tell a friend about the show. Tell a friend that supports Leeds. Like, actually look for one that supports Leeds. Let them know. Let's flood the show with... Let's get me some support, yeah? Because I'm getting bullied here on a weekly basis, yeah. I'm just sitting here, right, and I'm like, I'm an innocent, I'm a child, right? I'm a child. I'm an innocent child.
No, you're one of the people up there blabbing your mouth while they're playing you off at last.
All right, Tony, say goodnight to the people. Say goodnight, Tony.
Good night, Tony.
Is that all you got? Good. All right, everybody. Thank you again for joining us. We will do this thing. I think we'll plan to do it next Monday. I don't know what we'll talk about. There's probably
How with this Leedsism.
Yeah, this international break. We'll see. Hopefully, there'll be some good football to talk about.
Starting to pick up, so there'll be something to talk about.
There'll be what? What's picking up?
Transfer news is starting to pick up.
Transfer news picking up. We got 10 cup finals. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have time for transfers.
Well, what are we gonna do with no football? We have to talk about something.
Let's talk about. There's going to be football. Whether or not you're going to watch it is up to you. But there will be football. We'll be back in a week, same time, same back channel, same back time.
I'll bring one thing up before we go, please. I'll bring up because it's an international break, right? Sorry, Gary. Sorry, international break, and got to mention the Oscars, right? Because it's tradition, right? Got to mention the Oscars, okay? Because we did last year. It was the greatest show in the history of the trip, right?
Yeah, because somebody got bitch
always goes on
live on stage.
Yeah. Because someone couldn't keep their wife's name out of their damn mouth. But yeah, right, seriously, I loved watching all the clips of, you know the guy that played Short Round in Indiana Jones, and he was like, he won Best Supporting Actor, right? Congratulations. And he got the, apparently, like, he was on hard times and he was homeless or something like that. I vaguely read it. And then they're like, oh, but look at him in this emotional reunion with Harrison Ford, because he was like presenting the thing. And it was like, if it's so emotional, why didn't he fucking help him when he was homeless? Have a good night, everyone.
All right, people. Let's get out of here. I said we'll do this again. Do I have to mute anybody? I hope not. We'll do this again next week. As I like to say, life is a journey. Don't waste the trip. Enjoy the ride, everyone. And we will see you guys on the next one. Have a good night, and we'll see you then.
See you guys.